So this episode starts right after Toji sent himself back to the lobby, and my boy Megumi is going through it. Not only did my boy have to withstand a fatherly ass beating as if he just failed his science test, this bozo from earlier pulled up knowing damn well Megumi had no more shield pots. So like any smart person would do, he knew he could not hang with him right now, so he was trying to get up on out of there. Why? Why are these niggas on my dick? First it was Sukuna, then it was this random guy who somewhat looks like me, and now this nigga? You know what? I got something special for your hoe ass. And then we get a flashback of Gojo and Megumi, and pretty much explain that when the leaders of the Gojo and Zenin clan were boxing, they both ended up dead. But it turns out the leaders were just like them. One had the 6 eyes and the limitless, while the other had the same technique as Megumi. All I heard from that was Megumi is pretty much Gohan. He has the potential to hang with Gojo. And now we back to Megumi, and he ended up tricking Bozo into helping him with the ritual. He spawned in Mahoraga, I don't know how to pronounce her name. But Megumi started apologizing to Yuji, and I was like, why is bro apologizing? My boy got backhanded across the street. Then it proceeds to walk down this nigga, raise his arm, and I thought Bozo became one with the pavement. But that's when Sukuna felt the presence of an unknown force on his block. He pulled up, saved Bozo, and I stared at my screen like, bro, why did you save that nigga? Like, come on, bro, we wanted him dead. We don't fuck with that nigga, bro. Like, come on, bro. But Sukuna saved him just so he can run the fade with the nigga who invaded his hood. Cause if Bozo died, then Megumi would have died, and Mahoraga would have disappeared. So I pulled out the pokey, Sukuna blocked it. That's when I went for a follow-up, but Sukuna said, weave, you gotta be quicker than that. Slice that nigga and they send each other across the map. And then he walks out the building with popcorn and a bev in his hand. Now hold up, you peep how that popcorn is filled to the top? That means this nigga really went behind the counter, grabbed a bucket, filled it up with popcorn, then grabbed a cup, filled it up with drink, even put the straw and lid on, and he did all that mid-fight. He did all that before the other dude even got up. He was eating the popcorn and was like, man, this shit is ass, and took his anger out on the other dude. And I had to slow this next part down because I didn't even peep this the first time. This nigga Magra somehow, some way got his whole palm, all 5 fingers around Sukuna's dome piece, and was dragging him across the building. See, now I would usually say the moment you got your whole face palmed is the moment you lost the fight, but it's Sukuna we talking about. He simply laughed it off. He dashed in, Sukuna weaved both hits, and is this nigga swimming up a building? Sukuna came back around, kicked that nigga in his Scalati, then grabbed his hoodie and threw him back. But Sukuna said, hands off, bitch, this is supreme, and shot his leg off. Then Mahoraga sent him flying through multiple structures, and bro lands on a building gracefully like nothing happened. And we're always talking about Gojo, Sukuna, and Toji, but I don't think we give enough credit to the tailors, cause after all that, not a single scuff on his fit. So then Mahoraga came from the top ropes, Sukuna kicked him down, came through and was about to erase his whole health bar, but Mahoraga said he's not finna go out like that. The moment their feet hit the ground, they dashed in, but Sukuna was blocking every single attack. And that's when he made a DIY fishing rod, grabbed him up and tossed him into a building. All of a sudden, Sukuna had the entire dealership being thrown at him. Then he was like, alright bro, calm down. Kicked the air so hard that this nigga had to pick his face up. So they ended up flying into a building with people in it, and that's honestly unfortunate. So Magra got up throwing straight haymakers, and Sukuna made a mouth on his neck just to break his sword. Then he hit him with the sweet chin music, came through the building and knocked him into the nearest department store. But the battle was just getting started. They started boxing in the sky, and I guess everyone played Spider-Man too, cause even Sukuna used that attack. So he dropped back down, and I think is officially GG's. He lost that smile and his hands are now back in his pockets. At this point, he no longer wants to play. His only goal is to sauce on you. The Mahoraga was trying his absolute hardest to reach Sukuna, but I guess he didn't realize that he was dragging the whole city block along with him. So now they're back in the air, and I guess they upgraded from guards cause now they throwing the whole trains at niggas. Even Sukuna was like, nigga, where did you get that from? So he smacked him with a train, and I guess he ate a Mario mushroom, cause he quadrupled in size and tossed the whole train. And all these people are stuck between a crossfire and there's nothing they can do. The only person who can hang with Sukuna is IP banned right now. So he pretty much turned the sky into grid paper and sliced Mahoraga into pieces. But he deadass spun the block with a whole building, doing 360s with it and all. But Sukuna was chilling. Bro was sitting on a light, and all he had to do was point his finger and destroyed it. And look how this nigga is basking in his ignorance. But Magra thought shit was sweet and tried to sneak him, but Sukuna turned around on him with a point blank attack, but he still ended up healing that. And this is when Sukuna figured out that Magra's ability is to adapt to any phenomenon. So he was like, I bet, adapt to this then nigga, and use his domain expansion. But the crazy thing about his domain is that it doesn't create a separate space like other domains. His domain pretty much becomes a part of the world, and if you're unlucky enough to be in range, you gotta hold that L, not gonna lie. So it looked like Mahoraga Mahoraga's health bar got erased instantly, but bro was moving like Wolverine when he was fighting Jean Grey, cause bro refused to die. But the difference between him and Wolverine is that this nigga is not the main character nor the main villain. He is bound to lose. Sukuna decided to up the ante and pulled out the same blick that bodied Jogo, and bro pretty much just nuked the entire area twice. So after securing his dominance on the block, bro walks off the scene with his hands back in his pocket, and this bozo is still here. At first I thought Sukuna really just let him go, and I was like, no bro, I need this nigga gone. So he started running with a big smile on his face, but it turns out Sukuna already put that bozo in a pack. Thank you. I am tired of this weird nigga, bro. But sadly, Sukuna's time was up. But he made sure to show Yuji how he eviscerated half the city. But when Yuji got up, not gonna lie, he was looking like he was ready to stand on that shit. In last vid, y'all told me Yuji was gonna be on that type of timing. So the next time Yuji fights and he's really about that, I'll start that vid with a formal apology. And at the end of the episode, we see the homie Nanami alive, but bro got turned into Two-Face. I'm hoping we at least get one more solid fight out of bro. But real quick though, I heard Mappa's having some problems right now, so JJK may or may not be getting delayed at some point in time. I'm hoping the Mappa employees get the justice they deserve, but if it does get delayed, let me know some good anime is dropping right now. But anyways, next week probably, if it doesn't get delayed.